Muted gatherings of fey creatures celebrating the lives of friends and loved ones soon to depart dot the colorful field where a lanky, gossamer-winged man wanders. The lush purple and blue grasses wilt away where he trods, delicate blades turning to ash and dust as his bare foot touches down. Clay and mud, once gray and malleable, transform to hard gemstones, the deep jewel tones matching the colors of his cloak. The man catches the eye of one of the creatures and gives a warm smile and a tip of his flower crown. The creature nods and gives a half smile back as they mouth, "Thank you." In the distance, a flower, petals colored by memories of a lifetime. A long-haired dwarven woman graduating school, marrying her husband, welcoming a grandchild, blooms and then points toward him. As the man reaches it, the flower's form changes. Memories flattened as he adds another pressed flower to the collection he has pinned to his cloak. He smiles and whispers, "Yes, my queen, it is time to go." Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dungeon Pop Presents The Fountains of Vesipisara, a brand new miniseries made using materials that I created for WotC's DMing competition this summer. So, yes. It's the first episode, and I'm very excited to introduce all of these wonderful players. Say hi, wonderful players. Whichever.
Hi, wonderful players.
Hello, wonderful.
Hello.
Hello.
So, great start. Okay. So we're going to do a quick introduction of everyone, and then we have a few announcements, and then we will jump right into our game for this evening. So, you guys know the order. Who's going first? I do believe
I'm first. Hey guys, it's Yuri. I'm also on the other one. What's the other one called?
Dungeon Sphere?
Dungeon Sphere. So I assume most people know me. I will be playing Vanilly this time around. She is an Aasimar warlock of the celestial nature. I'm very excited to be here with my friends.
Hello, I'm Guy. I'm going to be playing Roswell. He's a thief, and I plan on having fun.
Hello, I'm Patsy. I'm going to be playing Eror. He's an Aasimar monk.
Hi, I'm Heather. I'm going to be playing an Earth Genasi named Glimmer, and she is a wild magic sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm going to be playing Declan, a arcane archer, human.
And I am Wyatt. I am also on Dungeon Sphere. I usually play Canary, but tonight I am playing Zenus. He is a Satyr College of Eloquence bard, and I cannot wait.
Excellent. So, now that you met all the players, we have a few announcements to go through before we start. First, I have a whole list, so hold on, let me make sure I say them all. Okay, first, I wanted to go through. I'm using a ton of stuff that I didn't create, so I figured I would let you know who did. So, first off, you probably noticed all the fantastic character art on the side, which is done by, let's make sure I point in the right direction, this way, by Patsy. So, thank you, Patsy, for the art. We greatly appreciate it.
It's beautiful.
All of the overlays were done by our behind the scenes for this show producer Dev, so he did a great job on those. Lots of maps I'll be using. If we go to the overworld map, Guy actually made that one for Res Luray, though I do have that also posted on the Twitter, where you can go at FO Vesipisara on Twitter, by the way. Battle maps I made using Incarnate. The city maps were by Oleg Dolia's City Generator, so those are fun. All character tokens were by the 2 minute, or the token, oh god, what is it called? I don't even know. Frick. Where'd it go? Sorry. It's Token Generator. It's a Google thing. But monster tokens were by 2 minute tabletops. And is that everyone? So those are all the assets that I didn't create myself, and I thought I would make sure to give proper accreditation. Other announcements would be Dungeon Pop also has another show which is Dungeon Sphere, where I play, and Yuri plays, and Wyatt plays, and it's on Wednesdays at 7. So you should come and watch that as well. Yeah, I think that is all the announcements I have, unless anyone else has announcements. We kind of talked about it, and I don't think anyone said any, so I think we're good. Don't make me laugh, Dev. Okay. Well, let's jump right into it then. So, it is Klangray, the 5th month of the 1002nd year since the rise of Kuzlund, the Dwarven Empire. It has been 300 years since the Elven Armistice, creating the current World Accords, and 200 since the Orcish Incursion. Kuzlund and her city-states have thrived, bringing magical technology to the masses. The tentative alliance between the dwarves and elves gave a new name to the world, Res-Laray, and encompasses 2 continents filled with cities, people, and the happenings those cities and people bring. We open on a beautiful day here in Lodir, a medium-sized city on the Dwarven continent, still cleaning up from the festival of Valkana, celebrating oaths, life, and death. And it is the largest held in all of Res-Laray. Slightly smashed blue and green flowers litter the streets and paths as folks, mostly dwarves, but quite a few tall folk as well, go about their business. Some listening to the music wafting from the magic mouth speaker system, others chatting with friends and neighbors in this peaceful hamlet. Solid dwarven-built structures line every street with the symbol of Valkana, an ethereal hand reaching down to grasp a dwarven hand from below, adorning most of the windows, doors, and signposts. Just about anything that can hold it does. A newsboy calls out headlines. Cobalt incursion stopped by heroic fairgoers. Peabody Farm saved from a hell portal by unknown group. Mayor celebrates safe return of kidnapped daughter with re-election campaign rally. Moving toward the Lazy Goat, an out-of-the-way inn and tavern known for decent food, good ale, and secrets. Chris, would you like to describe your character and how he wakes up this fine morning?
Yeah, Declan wakes up and gives a slight prick of the back, being in his mid-30s, and comes to. You see, he's got these kind of greenish eyes and this red beard, kind of tousled red hair underneath this beret that he wears with an orange feather in it. And he wakes up. I'm assuming I'm alone in my room at a tavern.
Yep.
Very well. I get up, stretch a little bit more, and begin to make my way down for the quiet of the morning. I typically wake up probably by about 5 a.m., so I'm very excited to get my day underway.
Yep. You head down to the main floor of the tavern, and the Lazy Goat Tavern, as you know, is rather plain, well-maintained. The decent food, it's got decent food, good ale. Katrine Betterhide, the dwarven proprietor with blonde hair and Heidi buns, very cheerfully greets you as you descend the stairs. Good morning there, Declan. How's it going today?
Well, good morning, Katrine. It's a very lovely morning, isn't it? I reach into my duster, this leather jacket that I wear with my bow slung out kind of behind, and pull out however many gold or silver I need for breakfast.
She says, your usual.
Yes, ma'am, the usual, if you don't mind.
And she calls back to the cook, and that starts going. And you enjoy fine breakfast. You notice a couple of dwarves in the corner, Helga and Gertie. You recognize them as fairly regulars that apparently didn't make it home last night. They just fell asleep in their ale in a corner table. But yeah, it's a quiet morning. How long do you suppose Declan would stay at the tavern?
Well, I'd very quickly finish my breakfast and probably pull out my pipe and give it a couple puffs before wandering out into the streets and seeing kind of what the morning brings.
For sure. Yeah, it is relatively quiet. Give me a perception check.
All right. First roll, everybody. First roll.
Woo! Be good.
10.
10.
Perfectly medium.
Perfectly medium, exactly.
Perfectly average.
Yeah, as you are walking down the street, you notice this other man walking down the street, looking at something on the ground oddly. And as you glance down to see what he is looking at, we cut to nearby where we find Guy. Would you describe your character and where and how he wakes up?
My character probably would have woken up a bit earlier than everybody else and gone over to those regulars who had fallen asleep into their ale, and was probably taking some money off of there so that he could afford breakfast.
Give me a sleight of hand check with advantage.
That is a natural 20 for a 28.
Oh geez, yeah. Gertie and Helga are 100% passed out at the booth. Katrine is definitely keeping an eye on them, so nothing untoward happens. But she's not going to be able to see a 28 sleight of hand. So you manage to lift off 5 gold between the two of them.
Yeah, I don't try to take everything they have, just enough to pay for breakfast. And then in exchange, I'm also going to put just like a live bird in their wallet.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's unconscious bartering.
You are able to do that, and you get some breakfast. And then can I get a perception check from you as well?
A 13.
13. Yeah, you, as you are eating breakfast, hear some odd, tinny footsteps underneath the table. But meanwhile, at the Mage Tower, known as the Rune Spire, a lone dwarven mage putters around, looking for components and failing miserably at keeping anything organized and on the shelves. Glimmer and Zenus, please make a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Jesus.
Wisdom saving. All right.
I'm gonna just use
Oh no,
dice.
you said advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's either a nat 1 or a 2, which turns into a 4.
I'm telling you guys, don't use roll 20. It's bad.
I'm not using roll 20. I'm using the D&D Beyond.
I will take that 2020 though.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
Nice.
Can't believe Glimmer just dies in the
Bye,
first 10 minutes.
Hi, Glimmer.
It was nice while it lasted.
As you two are laying in bed, all of a sudden there is a loud bang, and Glimmer is startled awake. Zenus, though, this kind of thing happens a lot. Doran is very clumsy, so not quite freaked out at it.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Zenus is still asleep, just like he just rolls over and keeps snoring.
But yeah, Heather, if you would like to describe Glimmer.
So Glimmer is an Earth Genasi. She's got very plain,
Assuming.
considerable like gray skin, kind of rocky looking, but the whole half of her face has been completely shattered away, and underneath it is kind of that like amethyst agate-y kind of look that happens like when you crack open a geode. And she's got white hair that she keeps tied back in a braid.
Perfect. And you have been startled awake. So what does Glimmer do at this time?
She probably like jumps out of bed. She's like, oh, what was that? Mr. Glimmerwood, what are you doing down there?
And you just hear, sorry. Well, it probably will happen again, but sorry anyways.
Have you read the directions this time? Maybe that would help.
He says, I wasn't even trying a spell at this point. I was just looking for the book. I don't know what happened.
That's not encouraging.
He goes, well, at least I found the book.
That is good news. Have you seen Zenus yet? She's just like yelling from her room. Have you seen this yet?
Zenus, perception check to see if you're hearing this conversation.
That's a 5.
That's a 5.
Still asleep?
Still asleep. No, I'm surprised that book dropping did not wake him up.
Or the resulting explosion.
It was only a small one this time.
Yes, that is also the excuse that I use. She kind of like winks. It's a blink because she's only got one eye. Doran goes back to his book stuff. So what does Glimmer do this morning? She's probably gonna cook up a nice breakfast and like really painfully slowly, and like all the doors in this tower are creaky, just slowly creak open Zenus's door. Zenus, I made you mimosas.
You just under like a pile of blankets, you see Zenus like he's got this like light mint hair. It's just completely all like horrid bedhead. Normally you're used to seeing him look very prim and proper, but like in an unconscious state, he does not have a care in the world. But you see him slowly stirring, and a hand just reaches out from underneath the blanket to grab the mimosa and just brings it back underneath.
Just a drop of orange juice, just like you like it.
Oh, Glimmer, you know me so well.
I also made you some pancakes, if you would like those as well.
Absolutely. And at this point, you see the blanket come down, and Zenus like sticks his head out and starts stretching and getting ready for the day. Bright, kind of like bright, like orange, almost like sunset eyes that have just like 20 different colors all wrapped up inside them. He kind of grabs his lyre and all of the other things for the day, but is very prim and proper looking. And he follows Glimmer back down into the kitchen and enjoys a lovely meal with her.
Beautiful. As you guys are eating, Doran calls out, Glimmer, Zenus, there's some thing at the door. I think it's for you.
A thing?
And we cut to, last but not least, in a secluded cottage. Ouch, Roxy. Sorry, Roxy, go. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna make your butt fell out. In a secluded cottage just outside of town. Patsy and Yuri, would you guys please describe your characters and how you wake up?
Yeah, Vanilly has just finished breakfast. She has pulled a big plate of scrambled eggs and a couple slices of bacon out of a little like lunch bag that's on the table. She's actually pulled 2 sets out of the same breakfast and has set them up. She is 12 years old. She's about 4'7", 4'8", just a cute little girl. She's a little tall for like a kid her age, but she's got this platinum blonde hair that's pulled back into a high pony with a bow, a little white blouse, and a overall dress that's kind of like a beige color with a big pink ribbon wrapped around. Her dad's not home right now, but she keeps telling people that he's home. He has gone to like a wizard conference or something, but she has staying with her a man who washed up on the beach and is her new best friend. So
that would be me. And so Eror is this very tall, lanky man. He has scraggly black hair that goes down to his waist and is pulled back into a braid. He's wearing these probably very ratty, very not in good condition clothing. They're dull colors, including, it's like a crop top, I guess is the best way to describe it. And then loose fitting pants and sandals and a cloak. And he has a set of wings on his head because he is an Aasimar.
Vanilly is also an Aasimar, but on her head she has 2 golden horns that come up like a half halo. And she runs upstairs to go wake up her new best friend.
And Eror is just like, he's laying probably sprawled out on this bed, absolutely just unconscious. And the blankets are either on the floor or they're just hanging off of his feet. And he does not hear her enter as she comes into the room.
Eror. I made breakfast. It was me. I really made breakfast. I didn't get it out of the bag this time. Eror.
He bolts upright and he panics for a second, then he realizes where he is and goes, oh, Vanilly, thank you. I'll be down in a minute.
And then she runs downstairs to go eat breakfast and hope Eror actually comes down and doesn't fall asleep again.
Yep, and as you mentioned, Vanilly, your handy lunch sack is still exactly where you left it. As you said, your dad has not been home for several days. It's kind of weird. As you are sitting and eating breakfast, give me a perception check as you look out the window.
Oh, 15 plus. What's my perception? Nothing. 15.
15. This is a high wisdom group, isn't it?
We are bad at wisdom.
Apparently not for this one.
I'm bad at most things. So.
As you look out the window, you are noticing birds flying up. There are rabbits kind of going in odd directions.
Oh, that's probably Lord Lemon Drops chasing things. I should go get him. I push my half-eaten eggs off, and I'm going to run outside to go look for my fairy dragon familiar, who I'm confident is chasing birds and attempting to eat bunnies.
Beautiful. And as you run outside, I kind of imagine like an anime where they do the six-way split. Everyone, you see. So, Declan, the man looking down was looking at the small, round robot with little legs and a little arm and this giant red button on its head. Roswell, you see something similar under the table. Glimmer and Zenus, when you get to the door of the Mage Tower, something similar is there waiting for you. And in the yard, one of those robots is slowly tip-tapping its way through the yard. Everyone is seeing this robot. What would you guys like to do as individuals / groups?
It's got a big red button.
He's got a big red button.
I push the button.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And as you push the button, there's a little like a little fireworks, and a note pops out, which you can see in the handouts section. Does anyone else push their button?
It like came up to the door for me and Zenus, right?
Yes.
Like, oh, hello, little Mr. Robot. Would you like to come inside?
It doesn't say anything. It just kind of hops up and down and like tries to hit its head on your hand.
Oh, you want this? Okay. I very obligingly bop it.
Well, let's just wait a minute.
And as you do, something very similar happens, where the small little firework and a note appears. And don't mind my crappy word job on it, because I am a failure at that kind of stuff. It's fine though. Declan / Aaron Vanilly. Are you guys
I would pick it up and bring it inside to show Eror the cool new thing I found.
What is that? Where did you find that?
On the ground outside.
Eror like goes outside and looks around. Does he see anything else outside? Did it just like materialize in the middle of the yard?
It has little feet. It appears to have walked to the cottage.
How heavy is it? Can we pick it up and like look at it?
Yes, it is very small. It's like, what's that, 6 inches?
I don't know, maybe it wants a friend.
And it does have the giant red button on its head, on the top of it.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Nope.
Let's see, I'm going to do a thing here, which is...
I would roll for it, but I think my roll would be bad. So no, probably not.
Oh, do I not have it? Oh, I thought I did. I do not have it. Cool. Sorry, I'm going to drop it in the handouts here. Paste.
Oh, and roll 20, not Discord.
Huh?
Or handout
we
roll
essentially just punch it in the eye?
When you push the button, do you guys push the button? That's my question. Do you guys push the button?
Eror's not pushing that button. I don't know if Vanilly is.
Is Vanilly pushing the button?
Well, no, Mr. Eror seems scared of it. Are you afraid of the little robot?
He like flinches a little bit and goes, no.
Yeah. Back it.
Okay. And then does Declan push the button as this robot walks up to him?
There's another man who's about to push that button, right?
No, he was just noticing the robot that was completely ignoring him as it walked down the street.
Is it walking towards me, or
it's walking towards Declan? Yes.
I'm gonna say, sir, I think you've just won the lottery, sir. If you push that button, I guarantee something good will happen for you.
He kind of looks at you strangely. Okay. And he kind of reaches down to push it.
And I will immediately dive behind like a pillar or a section of the bar, because I have no idea what the hell is about to happen.
You just tried to send someone to
and the little and the little fireworks happen, and this note pops out, and he looks at it. Are you Declan?
Maybe. And I look around, and he's holding like a scroll or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, yeah, I'm Declan. Is that for me?
Then I think this is for you, he says.
Okay, I will retrieve it, give him 1 silver, and say, thank you. That was all.
Okay. And These generally say, for our audience purposes, that some of them have slightly different wording, but they generally say your assistance at Peabody Farm was great, did not go unnoticed. Please find attached directions to the color guard. We believe our interests may be aligned.
That's my dad's name. And Vanilly points to the paper where it says Galdir, which is her dad's name.
Have I met her dad yet?
Yeah, he's been gone. Like, him being gone is a recent development.
How do you think they knew all this?
Maybe he called him? I don't know, but I am worried about my dad. He's been gone for a really long time. He's usually gone like 2 or 3 days. One time he was gone 5 days, but that was the longest it's ever been.
And you said he was going to a conference, right?
Yeah, he said there was other wizards and they were going to get together and talk about wizard stuff.
How far away is the conference?
I don't know. Far away? Probably.
Perhaps he's just traveling, or maybe he's getting gifts for us.
Presents! I love presents!
But that doesn't solve the problem of this note. Eror doesn't like that they know his name. That's suspicious.
Well, I didn't have anything else planned to do today. I'm supposed to do my homework. But I can do that later if you want to go on an adventure.
I mean, we went on a pretty big adventure the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, but you can have 2 adventures in 1 week.
By the way, it's been about 3 or 4 days since that.
Eror sighs and goes, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get my backpack.
And what do Glimmer and Zenus do?
Zenus, they knew that we were at the Peabody Farm. Did you tell anybody where we went?
Not that I can remember, but
I wouldn't say it was very secret knowledge, but I've never heard. Have you ever heard of this color guard? I don't think I have.
Would I be able to make some sort of history check or?
Yeah, make a history check. Yeah.
That's an @1. I have no idea who they are, but they sound interesting. Might be a little bit fun.
Oh, and I know how much you like to have fun. And I must say, I am very curious about this note. And if they're talking about the Peabody Farm, maybe we will see little Vanilly again.
Ooh, she was fun.
She's very cute, yes.
That was interesting. I've never seen a fairy dragon in the material plane before, but I think...
yes, Lord Lemondrop. He's a very good one.
Mm-hmm. Well, this simply won't do. And Zenus, flips his cape around the cloak of many fashions and just makes it look like the most regal tie-dye, just very fun and extravagant, and yells up to Doran and just say, "Try not to blow up the place while we're gone. Glimmer and I
it's never my intention," he says.
Well, intentions are one thing, results are another, and we clearly know what happens when you're left alone.
Goodbye, Mr. Glimmerwood. Stay safe from yourself.
He says, "Bye, you two. Don't get in too much trouble." And what does Declan do with this new information?
Well, I'll go ahead and see. Can I find Roswell anywhere?
Roswell. Well, we'll see. What has Roswell done with the information?
I mean, he's just eating breakfast. You probably find him, like at his usual, the bar that he frequents.
I will make my way over to where Roswell is, because I'm assuming and deducing that he has gotten the same exact note.
That would probably be a fair deduction, seeing as they noted the Peabody farm. And yeah, you find him at the bar.
Good morning, my dear friend. I suppose that you, and I'll look at the passed out dwarves and be like, I assume that you've already taken care of business around here, so, are you ready to go on a bit more of an adventure?
Oh yeah, bud. Did you get one of these letters too?
I did. I was a bit perturbed as to what exactly may have happened if you pushed the button. I'm glad that you are still intact, because I assume that you pushed it yourself.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Well, one of us has to do the thinking, and one of us has to do the thieving. So, in general, are you interested in partaking in whatever this may be?
I guess so. I don't have anything else going on, so.
All right. Well, shall we?
Roswell pats the drunk dwarves on the back and goes, "Thanks for breakfast, buds," and walks out.
I will quickly scan. Is any tankard looking like it doesn't have, spit in it or something?
Ugh.
Which one looks like it's got the least backwash? That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
There are a few unfinished from the night before, but most of them are kind of warm.
Probably not my style. And I'll go ahead and exit with Roswell.
Cool. And
You think we
you
need
guys
flags or anything? It says a color guard.
I think that Declan would know that the color guard is the preeminent adventurers guild in the city.
I've never been in a marching band, so.
I always wanted to be a flag twirler, though. That looks so great.
Yeah.
It is.
I'll take any employment opportunity that comes my way,
I mean, I can't disagree. Anything to pat the coin purse, as they say, right?
All right, I'm gonna keep an eye out for some flags then.
All right, very well. Just, be subtle.
Oh, absolutely. I'm always subtle.
That you are. We'll go ahead and make our way there.
Beautiful. And yeah, you guys will notice that I dropped you into the here in Lodeer map. So Lazy Goat Tavern is here. Color Guard is here. Mage Tower is here. Let's see, that's 2. And then Eror and Vanilly are likely to the north somewhere in that general vicinity. So yes, after all this, you guys, so Declan and Roswell are making their way to the color guard. Everyone else is as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we head to the color guard. And as you follow the directions that the note had given you, you see this 2-story building with a new lean-to up against it. And front door, rather ornate, but not terribly ostentatious or anything. Let's see. Probably Roswell and Declan would get there first.
Did I find any flags along the way?
Give me an investigation check.
I'm good at that, I think. That is a dirty 20.
You find, as you are walking, Several discarded flags from the Feast of Arcana festival as you walk. So they're blues and greens with the hand grasping sigil on it, which looks. Let's see if did I save that? I was going to save that. I don't know if I actually did or not though. I did. Hold on, I will show you what it looks like. Just for funsies. Again, not something that I made, so I can't put it on the chat or in the stream, but it looks like that if it goes on. There we go.
Ooh.
Cool. Anyway,
I grabbed 2 of those.
And so they're blue and green. They've got one, it's like a diagonal blue, green, and then the hand. So yeah, you walk up to the door.
Well, what do you think? Do we just knock or just kind of open it and see what happens?
Do we have to audition?
I hope not. My singing voice is not what it used to be. Speaking of auditions, you still have that creepy as shit doll, right?
Yes. David?
Yeah. Oh, it has a name now.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If nothing else, if flag twirling does not work out for you, I bet ventriloquy will, that may be an option for you.
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. I taught him all kinds of cuss words, so.
Oh. I mean, I don't know if this is a family-friendly color guard or like a more risque color guard. I guess we'll find out.
Trust me, cuss words are like the height of comedy, bud.
Oh, okay. I will go ahead and rap on the door 3 times.
I did one more time.
As you knock on the door, it opens slowly, and this rather small dwarf with giant glasses kind of peeks around the corner. Oh, you're the first to arrive. Come in.
Oh, you're expecting more?
Yes, we sent out 6 total, he says.
Oh, all right. Well, very well then. Please allow us to lead the way. I heard once about a halfling that had a bunch of unexpected party guests. So it seems right in line with that.
And he leads you to sort of this sitting room foyer type area. They have this giant board on the wall that has a bunch of different pictures of weapons and some strings on it. And he gestures to one of the many cushy chairs in the room, and he sits on one, hands on his knees, and just kind of stares at you. Oh, Trixie, what are you doing?
Sitting and staring. Come on, that's what you said.
Well, I'm Declan. This is Roswell. What exactly do you have in mind for us here?
And he kind of looks again. I think we should wait until everyone gets here.
Okay. Very well. Are you going to stare at us the whole time, or,
And he goes, oh, sorry, no, perhaps not.
Okay.
I'm Elmir, by the way. And then
I'm okay with it.
And then we hear another knock at the door, and I'm guessing Glimmer and Zenus are, or do you knock on the door, I suppose? Though you'd be the next people there.
Yes.
Zenus will look at Glimmer and just like...
She's like, got her hand up, and she, okay, I see how this goes. I'm ready.
Ready. One.
Glimmer, paper, scissors, go.
Wait, you go on, go. What? Okay, well, let's try this again. Okay,
And
go on,
go.
go.
Scissors,
No, we'll go on, go.
go and go.
Okay.
I understand.
Okay.
Glimmer, scissors,
Scissors.
paper, go.
We both hold up. Says, okay, how about we both do it together?
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
And as you guys knock on the door, Declan and Roswell, you see Elmir run out the room, and Zenus and Glimmer, you see the door open slowly as a big glasses, small dwarf face peers out. Hello, you've arrived. Come in.
Oh.
Yes, hello.
Glimmer walks in, no hesitation. We've been invited inside, Zenus. Let's go.
I didn't say I wasn't coming. I'm just saying we might want to know who we're okay, you're already inside. Zenus just walks in behind.
And Elmir leads you to the same foyer/sitting room where you see Roswell and Declan. And he says, sit.
Oh my.
And then again, he finds another chair and does the same thing.
Oh, hey, it's those guys. I got flags for everybody.
Oh,
Wait,
that is very thoughtful. Thank you so much.
Zenus changes his cloaks to the same colors of the flag.
Ooh, very nice.
Declan, we are nailing this audition.
Well, good morning, y'all.
We did not think to bring flags. Do you think this will reflect poorly on us?
No, Roswell brought us enough. We'll share. It'll be fine. They don't have music that I know about. But I might as well get warmed up. And Zenus just starts like very absentmindedly like tuning his lyre.
Oh, well, see, we are a collection of very skilled individuals. I'm excited to see the flag twirling, personally.
Glimmer's like trying to learn from Roswell.
He's kind of watching the flags being passed out.
Roswell is constantly making like uncomfortable eye contact with them. Like, is this good? Do you like this? That's what you want?
And Elmir is just kind of. A flag would make very. I don't know how effectual that would be as a weapon.
Oh, we're supposed to be fighting somebody.
I think if you throw it at someone's face, it would discombobulate them, and then you could attack them, and they would be very taken by surprise.
That is true. That is a very good thought, Glimmer. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
And we'll cut to Eror and Vanilly. How are you guys heading right now?
Vanilly runs up. We had to ask several people on the way here directions because Vanilly does not know her way around town at all. She's been here like twice with her dad and once by herself after living here like 12 years. So it's taken them a while, but when she sees the steps, Vanilly will run up. She has a little backpack that looks like a plush sewn owl bear that she has made herself, and something inside of it is moving around like a bunch. And she'll just like twirl at the top of the steps until Eror comes up to join her.
Eror's like he's like, maybe we should like slow down a little bit. Maybe we should take some time to think about this.
What? Why would we think about it? They said no.
Why is the color guard summoning us though?
To tell me where my dad is. I think the note already said that.
There must be they might want something. What happened to your dad in that case?
Well, no offense, but I don't think the two of us are gonna figure it out on our own. Now might be the time to accept that we need help, and that's okay.
I suppose you have a point.
Let's go. And Vanilly like dusts off her dress and tries to look very polite, and then
Yep. And as you knock, you guys, all those inside hear the knock on the door. Elmir runs back out, pops his head out the door. The giant glasses, tiny dwarf. finally, the last of you are here. Come inside.
Okay. When are you going to tell me what happened to my dad? Is that now or do I have to wait?
Let's discuss as a group.
Okay.
And he leads you to the foyer where the other four are sitting.
Little Vanilly, I am seeing so much of you lately. I get up and give her a hug, and I tie one of the ribbons that Roswell gave me, like in a bow in her hair.
2 bows. Nice.
Look lovely.
I'm so glad to see you again. It's been like 3 days.
I know it's been a while. How have you been?
I have been good, and my dad is still home.
Good.
Wink.
I blink.
Can I have everyone give me a perception check, please?
Natural 19. For a 19.
That would be an 8.
That's a 16.
I rolled a
for me.
persuasion check because I'm an idiot. Let me reroll that.
Every single roll I've done so far has had at least one natural 20 in it.
8.
11.
18.
I got an 8.
Okay, did anyone got above a 19 or higher?
Me. Vanilla.
Just Vanilly. Okay. Roswell, Glimmer, Zenus, Declan, you guys are all kind of chatting with each other. Air is coming in. I'm assuming a little, not nervous, but like
Hesitant.
Yeah, there's a good word.
Cautious.
But Vanilly, very excitedly, you notice, very tail end of one of like a hidden door clicking shut in the wall, and a second dwarf appears.
You've got hidden doors. Oh my god. I immediately run over to the door and see if I can get it to work.
Yeah, as you go over to the wall, you can't see. It just looks like a wall. But we now have 2 dwarves in the room. Very small, Elmir. And then we also have slightly taller. He's got crazy hair. Dwarf appears. And the 4 of you have no idea. The other 4 or 5. This guy just appeared. But you just hear him clap. And he says, "Welcome, everyone, and thank you for heeding our call. I cannot believe you are all here so soon. This is fantastic. Hello, I'm Runar. Hi.
I like your hidden doors.
What hidden door?
The doors. I saw it.
Oh.
I think she said dwarf, not door.
And he says, if you insist. You are probably wondering why we called you all here today.
No, I know why.
Oh yes, your father.
I also know why.
I do not know why. I am very curious.
We're joining a color guard.
We're here to audition. Duh.
Runar says, well, yes, that could very well happen here at the end of this. But we do have something that needs to be done, and we think you 6 are the best people to deal with this situation. And mostly, Vanilly, he says, we think your dad may have attempted to solve the situation, which is why we wanted you to
Dad's great
come.
at solving problems. He got the roof to stop leaking.
Slightly different than a roof leaking. Why are you asking about talent scouts?
Did a window break?
To solve the... Never mind. Continue.
He says, Now, there is a farm a couple of hours outside of town. The old Pfefferman place. Okay. No one has lived there for several years. It's very spooky. The fields, their crops, they just stopped growing. And no one knows why. But, and this is why we thought some of you might be interested, there are odd gems appearing. There's no mine nearby. We dwarves, we know about mines. There's no mines, but yet there are gems. We don't know why. And there are also very weird sounds. And people say they're finding these gems, but they don't want to go back. And it is very strange.
You say gems. Are they like me?
He kind of looks you up and down. Kind of, except for smaller.
But
Smaller people-sized gems.
oh. Well, we have. I like look at Zenus. We have to go.
Well, of course. But there are certain terms and conditions that may apply here. For instance, it does sound quite extraordinary and a very interesting and intriguing sort of affair, but I had many plans for the day, and I wondered what would the appeal of going on such an adventure would be.
Says, well, and it kind of glances back towards the wall a little bit, which you guys would have noticed it's got various pictures of weapons with strings on it, kind of like a conspiracy board.
Oh yeah.
And he says, well, when odd things happen, it's very often that there's a reason that is happening. And that reason usually involves some sort of powerful artifacts that we here in the Color Guard, as the premier adventuring guild of Resleray, we like to keep tabs on these artifacts. But powerful artifacts attract their own. So if you find this artifact, there may be other things there. We don't need those things.
I'm sorry, friend. I did not get your name.
He says, oh, you can call me Runar.
Runar?
Oh, Runar.
Runar or Brunar?
R-U-N-U-R, Runar.
We don't talk about
R-U-N-A-R.
Runar.
I thought he said his name was Brunard. I was like, oh, that's a regular person name.
Well, Mr. Renard, there is a lot of correlation and causation that goes into these kind of events. And do you know what is causing this, or is it one of these correlation kind of things?
He says, I'm not one for faith-based things. I know how I'm more of a man of science, of magical technology. These things work well. But, and he kind of looks at Elmir. And Elmir pipes up. I've been seeing signs, and Valkauna seems to think that something is going on there.
Well, I see. So just so that I am 100% clear and that I'm understanding everything, you are implying that there's a magical artifact of great significance and importance that's causing this disturbance, and you believe that will lead to more powerful magical artifacts as well.
Possibly. I just know that they tend to congregate together. You know?
Yeah, but like attracts like, for the most part. Or opposites attract, if you believe that as well.
So both, which...
a lot of different sayings get thrown around. My question is, what's in it for us and payment? Because if you're good at something, you never do it for free.
I nudge Zenus and I go, he's very good.
Some things are meant for
Runar digs around in one of his pockets and pulls out a fist-sized, or not fist-sized, like this, sized emerald. Says, this is what's coming back. We have really no need for them. And I think probably, Declan, you would know that it is about a 50 GP piece of gem.
Oh, that is a very nice item. Roswell, my friend, what would you estimate the value of this particular item to be?
Pulls out like a jeweler's monocular type thing and looks at it. And he was like, nice cut, good clarity. I don't know, probably 50 GP.
Ask it for their name. Ask for their name.
What, the emerald's name?
Yes. My name is Glimmer. What is the name of the emerald?
Glimmer, maybe you should ask it. I don't know if Roswell sees rocks too well.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Emerald. What is your name?
As you're holding the emerald, you kind of stick it up on its end, and it flops over.
I try again in Primordial.
Oh my god, she's dead.
No! We have
still
we must
nothing.
go now before the tragedy strikes again.
Miss
Roll's
Keisha,
doing
Miss
the
Keisha.
CPR
Oh my
on it.
God.
We cannot let this continue.
Well, I'm gonna go find out what happened. If whatever my dad was working on, if we fix it, he'll come back. Simple enough.
I thought your dad was at home. Remember,
Yes, he is.
Vanilly?
He is at home.
Cool.
So we're
we're
not going to need these flags, right?
I'm still unclear why you brought the flags.
So am I. I'm just lost. All right.
Zenus folds it up and sticks it in his bag, just for later.
So you will do this for us then?
I'm in.
I am also in.
I am in as well.
DM, can I make a quick history check to see if the name Runar makes any semblance of anything to me?
Sure.
Out of curiosity. 16?
16. I think with a 16, so when you look at Runar, you should definitely be thinking aliens. That guy. That's he definitely has a lot of theories and likes to send people out. They come back with usually some form of additional wealth. Generally, they don't come back with any powerful artifacts or anything, though.
Well, I would say I'm in as long as my very tall and sneaky associate is also in. He is a good appraiser of gems, and we'll make sure we get a fair price.
What's today? Like Wednesday?
Yeah, it's
to do.
beautiful. And Runar goes to this little stand that has just a bunch of giant rolled up papers, and he pulls one out and spreads it out over. There's like a little coffee table, and it is a map of here in Lodir and the surrounding regions. And he says, okay, so we are here, and he points to where the color guard is on the map. And he says, it is a little bit of a trek. He says it might take you, depending on how quickly you walk, 3 or 4 hours. And so I would suggest, and he kind of looks at Elmir, go fix some lunch or something. So Elmir leaves the room. He says, we can get you some lunch so you're not, hungry for this trip. And then...
Can I get grilled cheese?
And Elmir kind of turns around his giant glasses. Grilled cheese would be great.
I need 2 grilled cheeses, actually, for no suspicious reasons.
Perfect. And he says, so we're here. The old Pfefferman place is, you just need to follow this path, and he shows you a path on the map. And then when you see this giant rock at the side of the road, it kind of looks like a dog. If you kind of turn your head and squint a little bit, you'll know to turn left there, and then the Pfefferman farm will be through the field that in that general direction.
Can I make a check to see if Vanilly knows where the dog rock is? Because she most certainly would know if there was a rock that looked like a big dog.
Go for it. Roll a survival.
No, that's a 1.
That's no. It must be farther out than Vanilly normally goes.
A dog rock? We have to go see it.
Yes, and soon enough, Elmir comes back with a just giant plate of grilled cheese, and says, "Eat before you leave." And then, yes. So, that is that. Is there anything that you guys would like to do before leaving the color guard / I'm assuming leaving the city?
Is there anything... Zena's just like kind of hearing him talking, Runar talking about like, oh, you could have all of these things. Are there any like loose things hanging about or like very interesting like... Zenus is also interested in the conspiracy theory board, so he'll eventually go over there. But as he's there, is there anything like he could just grab?
You see. Let's see. Give me a How hard are you looking? Are you like just kind of casually glancing around? Okay, perception check then.
Yeah, I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying. Roll 20. One of these times it'll work. 7. Ooh.
Not this time.
No, you.
Today's not that day.
You see a on one of the end tables. You see like the stack of coasters that clearly hasn't been used, as the table is just full of rings. You see a coat rack with way more coats than would be needed for 2 people, but some of them seem very old and out of fashion, so perhaps they've just been left here. You see, let's see, on one of the walls, the opposite wall of the conspiracy board wall, you see just like rows and several rows of portraits of adventurers or adventuring parties, just kind of lining the wall. But that is about it.
Okay. As I move from the rows and rows of adventurer portraits, I'd like to kind of hone in on the conspiracy theory board, and as I do pass it, I'd just like to take the coasters and put them in my bag.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
I'm gonna roll my dice for this one because I don't trust myself, or I don't trust Roll20. Oh, that dice is gone. Ooh, 17.
Yeah, you filch them, and Renard does not even notice.
He has rings on his table. Why would he notice? They're not gonna need him anyway. I'll give him a good one.
Probably not. Yeah, as you get to the conspiracy board, give me an investigation check.
Okay. Ooh, that's even better. 22.
22. With the 22, it takes you kind of a little bit to sort this out. But there are dots. It's like a big square thing. There are dots on the map. And there's a couple of blue areas, a little river. This appears to be a map of Resduran, the continent, this continent. And you see little pinpoints poked in various points in the map with question marks on them, and then you see various like caricature style weapon drawings, also sort of poked and then connected to various points.
It's like this is where each of those individual like weapons may have been found, or are like theorized to be.
Make a straight intelligence check.
I was actually also going to ask, what weapons are on the board?
You see, it looks. There's like one that's just like a circle with like rivets around. Looks vaguely like a shield, but not like a. Looks like a cartoon shield almost, like not a real thing. You see an axe. You see a sword. You see a staff. Was a straight intelligence check? Zenus?
9.
Yeah, I don't think Zenus would know if this is where they are, or if this is where they're theorized to be. Maybe one of those, maybe none of that. Unknown.
Okay. Zenus finishes his grilled cheese and just faints out.
But before we leave, I'd like to ask Runar, has anybody else gone to go and look at this farm, or are we the first to be going?
He says, this is a relatively new discovery. The fields stopped growing several years ago. The people bringing back gems, though, that's new. So you are the first, he says.
Okay, but people have come, people have brought back the gems, so there is no danger there, because we went to a farm the last time and I almost died, and I have discovered that farms are a dangerous place for me to be.
He says, I'm not sure that I can guarantee that. People bring these gems, but they don't want to go and get more. It is very strange. So, it might be dangerous, but if you know that there's danger,
knowing
then we
it's
can be
battle.
When people come back, they don't tell you what they saw. They just don't want to go back. That's not very good information gathering.
They come back and they are scared of something, but they don't know what. Scared of what?
That's better information gathering. So it's probably invisible then. The imps were invisible when we saw them the first time too. We didn't see them because they were invisible. But then they weren't invisible anymore because then we could see them. But that's because they stabbed one of my friends.
Yes, they're very.
I would
tricksy.
avoid getting stabbed. That might not be a good thing.
Good advice any day.
Cool. Is there any other questions that I can answer for you today?
Just
So
out
just
of
out of
curiosity.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
out of character. This is an adventuring guild, right?
Correct.
So, Eror asks, why did you choose us to do this mission? Don't you have other people that could handle it?
Yeah, is this like an initiation?
He kind of looks over at Elmir. And Elmir says, and Elmir kind of pulls out from his shirt. He has a symbol of Elkauna. And he says, the feeling that I got was that, or the signs that I saw told me that the people that helped at the Peabody Farm are required for this mission.
Makes sense to me. All right.
That made sense to you?
Yeah, we're on a mission from God.
Yeah. Manifest
Okay.
Destiny. Ever heard of it?
No, I haven't read about it yet. I'm working my way through all the books in the library, but nobody has mentioned this Manifest Destiny yet.
And
We
there's a
gotta
reason for it,
manifest
dear.
our own destiny.
Question for Vanilly. Does Vanilly's father, because he's a dwarf, does he worship the dwarven god? Or whatever's going on? I wasn't paying attention to that part.
I think he's working on it.
My dad's working on religion. Okay,
Yeah.
we're working on it. We're new to it, but we'll give it a shot.
Giving it a sassy little chance.
And then Renner says, fantastic. Any other questions? Because it's a little bit to go and it's starting to get a little late, guys.
It's lunchtime. We're eating lunch. I hold up half my sandwich I'm still working on. Fine, I'll
Okay.
take my sandwich to go.
Cool.
I did put my backpack on the floor under the table, and I took the full grilled cheese sandwich and I gave it to Lord Lemon Drops in the backpack.
Beautiful. Cool. So you guys finish your lunch. Is there anything and get ready to head out of the color guard? Anything you want to do in town before possibly heading out here?
Yeah, before we head out, I am going to grab, is there like a messenger boy or like a carrier pigeon or some form of communication?
What particular are you trying to communicate?
I'm going to scrawl a very quick note and hand it to someone who looks like they need a coin, and just going to scroll a very quick note to my employer and let him know that I'm investigating a lead.
So cool thing about High Magical Society is we basically have phones.
Oh, cool.
So there is like a little phone booth where you can call using a modified sending stone, basically.
Gotcha. But before we head out, I will quickly signal the group. I have to take care of one really quick errand. It'll be like 30 seconds. Is that acceptable?
Okay, but I'm gonna count.
Okay, you may count. I'm gonna go into the phone booth, for lack of a better term. Pick up the stone. Hopefully, there's not someone calling me about my car warranty.
No.
And quickly send a message to Sale and let them know I'm investigating a lead. Maybe gone a few days. All's well.
You just get back at 10-4. We'll check in when you get back.
Okay.
Right. And I head back out.
Let's rock and roll.
Oh my god.
So, you guys...
Oh, Zenus will probably just call Doran really quick as soon as Declan leaves and just says, "Hi, gonna be longer than expected. Don't blow up the tower. Okay, thanks, bye," and just hangs up before Doran even has a chance to say anything.
I too will go make a call, and Vanilly steps in the booth and pretends she's calling her dad, but she can't if it's just to keep up appearances at her dad's home. We're going out for a while, Dad. I love you. Be safe at the house. Okay, bye.
It's just a little bit too loud.
There's like no pauses in between the conversation. Hi, Dad. How are you? No, I'm fine.
So everybody's making these phone calls, and I'm trying to explain to Glimmer what Manifest Destiny is. So basically, it's like The Secret. You just got to manifest what you want to happen. You got to create your own destiny.
Book.
Yeah,
Laura
exactly.
has many of those.
Beautiful.
We got these mantras. You got to say them daily.
So you just wake up and you say manifest destiny, and then you'll go out and have a good day?
Yep. Every morning, wake up, manifest destiny.
She looks so serious. I will do that. Every
Let's
morning.
manifest this destiny. Get this bread.
So you guys finish all your phone calls and start heading out of town. You walk out the last house that you see this elderly dwarven couple that I think Glimmer and Zenus would probably at least know by name as sorry, I have my names. Here we go. As Garog and Fazula Fuzzik, elderly dwarven couple. They've got children and grandchildren at their house running around. And you see them as you pass out through the town, and we're just about ready for our mid-episode break. But before we do that, we have a little bit of this. So you guys head out of town, passing this couple, and meanwhile, as you guys are doing this, an elderly couple, a man with a rather bulbous nose and long white braided beard, and a dwarven woman with exceptionally long white hair. They are walking arm in arm down a lonely path, drizzle from a sun shower falling around them, but neither seems to mind. The old man whispers to his wife, "We're almost there." And that is where we are going to pause for about 10 minutes for our break. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in 10-ish minutes. The lanky man's quarry is near, the pressed flower pinned to his chest, leading him ever closer. He bows his head as he passes through the doorframe in reverence to the mission he is here to complete. He floats silently through the dwarven home, gossamer wings holding him aloft, preserving the wooden floors from his touch. However, as he reaches his quarry, he finds not an elderly dwarven woman ready to find peace in the eternal beyond, but a young woman whose eyes pass over as if they cannot see him. No, not as if. She cannot see me. The anger is palpable as the lanky man is unable to retrieve his quarry, and he vanishes from the home while the young dwarven woman plays peekaboo with her newest great-grandchild. Hi guys, we're back from break. I hope everyone has refilled their beverages and emptied their tummies for some fun times. Yes, that's what we're here for. Fun times. Yeah, so before break, the gang got back together via a mysterious note from the color guard. And so we are headed out of the city of Here in Lodir, several hours to the north, to deal with some sort of strange occurrence at the old Pfefferman farm that has gone sallow. Is that the word I'm thinking of? Fallow? Not growing crops. That's what it's doing. It's not doing anything. But weird gems have started to appear. And we have our lovely group of players wandering in that general direction. Are you guys... so how is that going for you? Any idle chit-chat, or are you on a mission?
Glimmer's probably walking with Vanilly, probably holding her hand if she wants to.
Vanilly has been leading the pack, and she's been very loudly singing the whole time. A song about traveling, which the words she has been making up as she goes, about being with her friends and having fun.
And Glimmer, like a step and a half behind, is like, traveling, having friends, having fun.
Changes keys every 5 seconds, so Zenus is like just scrambling with the lyre.
Absolutely tone deaf.
I'll pull Roswell aside and quietly say to him, "So, how you feeling about this whole thing?"
I do not trust that child.
Well, in that we probably are in agreement.
Something strange is afoot.
Well, definitely that. There's no doubt. Maybe you should give David to the child, and I bet she would appreciate that.
I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't appreciate giving David away.
Oh well, that's fair. I suppose I was trying to endear us into our newfound compatriots.
Oh, that's easy to do. Hey, everybody, are we your friends?
Probably.
Glimmer just kind of looks away.
See, look at that. We're their best friends already.
Continues singing.
Right. Out of curiosity, newfound friends, does anyone know exactly where this farm is?
It is to the left of the rock that looks like a dog.
Okay, does anyone know where the rock looks like a dog is?
Oh, didn't he say something like a couple miles out? A few
3
miles?
to 4 hours?
Yeah, 3 to 4 hours of travel total, probably. So if I had to guess, we will have at least another hour before we hit it.
I imagine
we're
the
going
trees
in
in
the
the
right
area will have
direction.
a lot of bark on them.
Well, as long as someone knows where we're going,
I'm
perfect.
gonna roll
I'm
vicious
not
mockery
bragging.
damage on that. Jesus. Every pun I take psychic damage. Not Zenus, Wyatt as a player. Just
I mean,
Mister-
do we think the farm is big enough to see it from the sky?
Mr. Runar gave us directions on how to get to the farm.
Yeah, I imagine we would have marked it on a map.
Do we
I can-
have a map?
I can check.
Would anyone
Check.
have done like a cocktail napkin map of the one that that Runar showed you? Would that be something one of your characters would have done?
Roswell would have, because he knows he would forget the directions.
Zenus offers a coaster map. He's like carved it with a dagger on the back of the coaster and just says, okay, well, we're right about here next to the watermark. So if we go up just a little bit, that puts us right about here.
Perfect.
I'm gonna check. Vanilly sets down her backpack and there's no zippers. And she undoes the buttons, which are the eyes on the owl bear, and she flips it open, and sticking out his head is a little yellow fairy dragon named Lord Lemondrops. All right, you go up into the air and you see if you can see the farm. Go. And Vanilly, her eyes go completely blank white as she uses the familiar's ability to look through his eyes, and Lemondrops is just going to fly straight up and see, what's in the surrounding area.
Cool. Yeah, you guys have been.
Her eyes are going in the back of her head. I don't trust that. It's weird.
Yeah, it is quite disturbing.
Yeah, so you guys have been probably talking for about 2.5 hours at this point. Vanilly, through Lord Lemondrop's eyes, you see up ahead, there is a rather large something. It's pretty far away, so you're not entirely sure what. Then there is a decent copse of trees, kind of to its left, and fallow is the right word, right? Not growing anything? I think that's the right word. Fallow, rather large field to the left of that.
Vanilly will put her normal, opalescent eyes back on. Yeah, we're not too far. It's just that way. And then Lemondrops will descend back and kind of, wrap himself around Vanilly's whole, face. He's not really a huge dragon, but she's just, a small kid.
Thank you very much, Lord Lemondrop.
Beautiful. Yeah, so you guys continue walking for probably about half an hour or so, and give me perception checks.
Oh boy.
Not persuasion checks.
7. Cool.
5.
Ooh, 22. 22. Declan's threw me off.
An 8.
Okay, so I think Glimmer and Declan, you both, as you guys are kind of walking as a group, notice head probably maybe 100, 200 yards ahead, a rather large rock formation.
Does it look vaguely like a dog if I look at it like this?
As you get closer, it in fact does look vaguely like a dog.
Yeah, this is the rock that Mr. Runar told us about. This is where we go left, I believe.
I don't know. I think it kind of looks like a bunny.
Is the entire group just going like this right now?
I rolled a nat 1, so I'm just...
You're facing the other direction.
I saw a butterfly.
Aren't we looking for a rock formation?
He saw
that
a
looks
rock,
like a
but it was
frog?
like a rock on the ground. He's like, I don't know if that rock looks like anything other than a
I
rock.
wouldn't say it's really that big.
Speaking primordial to a rock that I found on the ground. Trying to get directions.
Did he say dog or frog?
Oh, it's a bunny. I see it.
No, I don't know.
Glimmer, would you like to go ask the rock if it's a bunny or a frog or a dog?
Yes. I will march up to the rock and bow. And hello, Big Rock. This is all in primordial. Hello, Big Rock. My name is Glimmer. I hope this is not rude to ask, but would you consider yourself to be a bunny, a dog, a frog, or some other appearance? I will get a rock to talk to me.
One day.
I think
It's not just
what
a rock.
happens is
It's a boulder.
there is a slight breeze that blows past the rock, and no one else hears anything. But Glimmer, you're fairly certain you heard a small bark.
I am painting with all the colors of the wind. It is a dog. It barked at me.
Uh-huh.
Zenus 100% believes her. Just yeah, of course. So that's the right direction.
I don't
And he
think
tosses the rock behind him and just marches ahead.
Thank goodness, everyone, we are going the right way.
Very cool. So yeah, guys, turn left around the dog-shaped rock formation and head into the woods, through the wood, and soon enough you come to barren fields, and in the distance, a crumbling farmhouse and a tilted barn situation. You know the kind when you're driving up a country road and it's just a barn that hasn't been maintenanced in like 10 years, sunken roof, slightly sideways. You see that in the distance. What would you like to do?
As we all passed the rock, Zenus would have done minor illusion. And as everybody passed by it, they would have just heard a dog barking.
What did I tell you? It is a dog.
And then Zenus throws it. Once they see the barn, he throws it another 30 feet in front of them.
Oh my
Barn's
goodness.
a dog too?
It seems like it.
Oh, well,
We have to
dogs
go
out here.
find the barn dog.
I'm going to cast Disguise Self and turn into my dwarf form.
Wait, does anybody remember what we're supposed to be doing here?
We are looking to see what is causing the gems to appear.
Oh, okay. Do we think it's another portal?
I think gems will probably appear for a dwarf, because gems love dwarves.
Wait, if your farm was growing gems, wouldn't you be excited about that and keep your farm?
As soon as Roswell says gems come to dwarves, like Glimmer just like stops dead in her tracks and she goes,
Oh my god. That is why I was born. Because Mr. Doran, he is a dwarf.
That pulled me from the Feywilds and brought me here. Yes, dear, we've been
Right,
over this
right.
a few times.
Right, but I am a gem, like walking, talking gem, and he is a dwarf, and now I am alive.
Oh,
Amazing. Mr. Roswell, you are so very wise. You are how could you, where did you gain all of this knowledge?
Well, I am a worldly man. This is what I sound like as a dwarf.
You are teaching me
Dwarf,
so very
dwarf.
much today.
But Lord Lemondrops and I are going to go look for gems. And we run off, the two of us, to go look for gems. Because
Oh, no.
we've
Don't
gotten
run
bored.
away.
And as you guys are running off, it is
Ugh.
starting to get the sun is starting to sink slightly lower into the sky. Boop. And we can go to the battle map if you like. We aren't in initiative or doing anything like that yet, but depending on what you want to do, we'll just get you there so we can see. The farmhouse is sort of off to the east, and you see basically straight ahead of you a rather large barn. So how would you like to investigate this situation?
All right, leave this to me. Ah, hello, hell and well met barn. Anybody here? Dwarf.
You get no response.
Vanilly's already decided to run up into the barn. So we're going in.
Oh, Vanilly, do not be alone.
I'll run after her.
cool. Yeah, Vanilla, so it is very dark in the barn. So it's not an issue for some of you. It is an issue for others.
Don't worry, I'm great when the lights go out. I have 2 different sources of the light cantrip. I'm gonna touch the barn door and cast light on it, and then I'm gonna touch
light on the barn door. Okay, hold on one sec. I have to do a thing to do that. Hold on.
Then I'm gonna cast light on top of my horns as well, so that they glow. I get it from being Asmar. I also just get it from being a celestial cleric. It's on my character sheet twice.
Sorry, I have to
Like
change
an LED.
What is the distance on light?
30 feet? 60 feet? I think it's 30 bright, 30 dim.
30 and 30?
Oh, it's 20. 20 bright and 20 dim.
20 bright and 20 dim. Okay. Oh, I could have just used one of the torches anyway, but that's fine. Save that. Actually, I'm going to do that. Okay. So, you guys will notice I have in the thing torch 1. So, we'll drop that there. So there's a torch on the door right now. If you put a light source somewhere else, Yuri, that is fine. You can just grab a torch and drop it where you put your light. If anyone is carrying a torch, you can also grab a torch that way, but it will have to be held, or it will limit attack options if need be. But yeah, so Vanilly is looking into the barn. Are you going inside of it, or are you just looking in?
I have not sensed that there's danger yet, so I'm just going right in. Not a thought in her sweet, dumb little head.
As you walk in, I'm going to need... Where is everyone else standing at this point?
Are we moving in turn-based, or can I kind of just follow Vanilly pretty closely?
So we're about to roll initiative. So where will you be as Vanilly walks in the barn?
Okay, I'll stick close to her.
So right now you guys are in. We've got. Yeah. So Declan, Eror, Zenus. Where would you guys be at this point? You should be able to move your own token.
Right here.
Okay.
I'm going to look at Zenus and say, are they always like this?
Depends on the day. A couple of days ago, Glimmer seemed to be a little bit timid, but her mood fluctuates just like everything in the world. Are you always this stiff?
Pretty much. I like to stay alive.
Oh, that's valid. I mean, death is just another adventure.
Oh, I have heard that before. That was a very good phrase. I am going to stand outside of the barn door right about here, just to scope out the surrounding area and make sure that there's nothing watching us.
It is a fully normal-sized barn door, so you would have to go around to get in, but cool.
I am going to, I think, move up behind Roswell. I just have to do it because the dynamic lighting is tanking my internet right now. So every time every time I move my token, Zoom just freezes for a moment. So I'm gonna dip out for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
There he goes.
Yep, we're good. Cool. So as Vanilly steps into the barn, I need everyone to roll initiative.
And remember for roll 20 to click on your token before you roll initiative.
Yep, if you do that, it should pop in the thing, assuming I have it up, of course. There we go.
Oh.
Hey, Look at that, I did the thing right. Okay.
Dang, some good rolls up in here.
I rolled a physical dice. Is that okay?
Yep, that's fine. Just tell me what you got in a hot sec.
Vanilly, keeping up the tradition of healers going last.
Sorry, just gotta look at my things really quick. Okay. Why is my thing so goofy? Hold on. That one. Okay, and down here. What did Eror roll?
I rolled a 22.
Ooh. Wowza. Oh, whoops. That's not right. Let me push back to the right thing. There we go. Add a turn. Hey, look. 22, enter. Okie dokie. There we go. So Eror and Zenus both rolled 22. Preference on who goes first?
I have no preference.
God,
you guys
Do you want to
all
be
rolled really
big?
well.
I was asking if Eror wants to be big, because if he wants to get big, I can go before him and cast something that might just make this a little more ridiculous and fun.
I can be big, I guess.
So Zenus first then?
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
Roswell and Glimmer both rolled 18. Preference on who goes first.
I would think Roswell's naturally a little bit faster than Glimmer,
Okay.
if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, as you walk in. Let's see.
Ooh.
You see it's very shadowy. And you just start hearing as you walk in, and we are going to start with Zenus.
Ooh, did not enjoy the sound of that. Eror, if you don't mind. And Zenus cracks his fingers, and takes up the lyre, and plays a quick little tune, and casts Enlarge on Eror. So your size. Actually, I'm gonna hold my action, so I'm gonna cast Enlarge once Eror is inside, just because I don't know if him growing to size large will mean he can't get into the door. It has
That's
a range of 30 feet. But when it happens, you'll get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and your weapons will deal an extra 1d4 damage. So I'm going to hold that as my action
Fancy. Anything else for you?
until Eror enters the barn. Nope, I will stay where I am.
Cool. And then we're up to Eror.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna go into the barn just because none of this seems like a good sign.
Weird.
So 1, 5, 10, 15. I have 30 feet. Okay. If I go here. Oh, okay. I guess I'll stand in front of Vanilly for now. And that's all I can do because I don't see anything really that I can attack.
Right, not yet. And Eror stepped in, so Zenus enlarges.
Yep. So
that makes you big.
Twice as big.
Dang.
12 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beautiful. Anything else for Eror?
Nope.
I think Eror might notice the shadow acting weirdly over in this general direction.
That's suspicious. I can't reach it though, so I will stay wary then.
Perfect. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, then we are on to Declan.
DM, really quick. In the far kind of rightish corner of the map, from me, there appears to be like a pile of gems or something over there.
Very well could be.
Do I notice that?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. More than happy to. Perception or investigation? Perception. All right. 15.
15. A slight glimmer of something catches your eye as the sun is slowly starting to sink below the horizon.
Well, as far as I know, nothing is happening right now because I can't see anything because I was keeping a look outside.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make my way over there.
Okay.
30. I'll go ahead and take the dash action just because I want to make sure it's not something that's going to threaten us.
Sounds good.
All
Yeah,
right.
as you get closer, you see rocks, or they would be rocks if they weren't gemstones instead. It's a very weird place for gems to be. And as you get closer, it's odd in that it is, you'd almost swear it's in the shape of a footprint.
All right. That I'm going to yell back at the group. I think we have a bit of a problem. And that will be my turn.
I think we have multiple.
And then we are up to Roswell.
I want to hide as a bonus action to stick to the shadows.
There are many shadows.
I think
So
this whole fight is about shadows sticking to you.
That's a 22.
Okay.
And then I am stealthily going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over here. And I do not see anything, so I'm just going to stay hidden. And I'm going to hold my action to fire a crossbow bolt at the first enemy I see. That's within range.
Beautiful.
That's all.
And then we are up to Glimmer.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of run up to be next to Eror.
Okay.
Is it possible if I start to cast Firebolt, but hold it in my hand, and can I use that as a light source and a held reaction to look around?
I don't think Firebolt creates light. If you had produce flame, it would.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then never mind. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold it if anything comes at us, but I'm just kind of gonna post up with Eror and feel very small.
Beautiful. As you all stand there, Eror, you had noticed this weird shadow previously, and the weird shadow moves out from where it was. It goes right there.
As soon as it moves there, it enters into my line of sight. Can I make an attack against it?
Yes, you and Glimmer both can.
Okay.
Okay, and this is a cantrip, so I'm not going to be rolling my surge.
Right.
That is a 22 to hit.
11.
22 will hit, 11 will not.
Yep.
That's 19 damage total.
19 damage. As you loose your arrow, it sails towards the shadow and seems to wick through it, pulling some of the shadow with it, but not doing quite as much damage as you had hoped. And as this shadow comes, you see this cloaked figure, black shadows swirling around it, and it's just and its mouth just opens wide, and its face is this twisted, gnarled thing, and I need Roswell, Eror, Glimmer, Vanilly, and let me double check one thing, and Zenus to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this
Oh my god.
against a spell or other magical effect?
This is against an ability.
Okay.
21.
Oh my
I
gosh.
rolled
15.
19 plus 2.
I rolled an 18 minus 1, 17.
Oh no.
7.
7, and what did Eror get?
8.
8. Cool. So Eror and Zenus, you are both frightened. I also need you to both roll a d4 for me, please.
Ooh.
That's a 3.
Mine is a 4.
So Eror and Zenus, as you are transfixed by this horrifying visage, you feel it sucking life. And Eror, you feel, if we had to put it into numbers, approximately 30 years older.
Oh, God.
Zenus, with that 4, you feel approximately 40 years older.
And Billy go gruff.
Oh no, my twink! What have you done to him?
Oh, but I'm 69 years old now.
Nice.
That's nice. You know what? Sometimes the roles have a. They're trying to tell you
telling
something.
a story.
They are telling a serious story.
That's the definition of environmental storytelling.
Wait, have they physically aged, or they just feel it inside?
They have physically aged.
Oh,
Their
cool.
back starts hurting.
Oh no!
Do I have to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on what?
No. Well, you are
Unenlarged?
frightened. I don't. No.
Let me. I can read the.
Yeah. Well, we will figure it out. We can figure it out. I'm thinking
Cool.
no, but
Okay.
it's fine. Oh, I just heard your cat's getting fed there.
Yeah. I'm gonna mute.
But yeah, you all hear this thing continue laughing. you, as it reaches a hand towards Zenus. And that's its turn. And Then we have.
Could you imagine if Vanilly had just gone from a 12-year-old to a middle-aged woman?
I have older Vanilly designs. They're very cute, but I don't know if I want to use them right now.
And
one time I'm like, I'm going to be a little kid. And Melissa's like, no, you're 25 like everyone else.
You will be mature.
And as that happens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Another one comes out, laughing.
So who gets to die of old age in the first episode?
And this one reaches out a hand toward Eror
Cool.
as it's laughing.
Guys, they just want to hold hands.
They only want to hold hands, but only if you're like a dill. So they gotta like age you up a bit.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay, that is its turn. And then we are to Vanilly.
How far apart are these guys? 20 feet. What's the range of my spell? I'm so sorry. There are more of them I wasn't expecting. 10-foot radius. Remind me, a radius is like half, like a radius is half a sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Seeing these things being mean to my friends, I'm gonna get really mad. And I'm gonna throw a temper tantrum about it. I'm gonna cast Shatter, centered right here, to hit both of these guys. Oh wait, I turned off my finger. Right here to hit both of these guys in my 20-foot range. For 3d8, it is, I believe, a con check. Constitution 13.
Cool. These guys are super
doesn't mean you can be mean to my friends.
Constitution.
So one, the one on the left got a 19, and the other one got a 9.
9. 9 will not save. 19 will though. So the first one is going to take 16 points of thunder damage.
Thunder. Yeah, you see, and then the other one takes
Half.
Half.
I immediately forgot how much the first one was. 16 and 8. Okay.
16 and 8.
I just immediately forgot how much damage you said. Like, you said it, and then I was like, cool. Gone immediately. You... Oh, whoops. There we go. As your shatter goes through, you see the ground just erupt as it is shattered, and the air around them fractures. But these fractures seem to cut through them not as well as you had hoped. They do seem to take a little damage, but not as much as you had hoped.
Oh no. Alright, none of my friends have been physically injured yet, so I can't heal them. But Lemon Drop is going to go up to this one who is closest to us, and he is going to use his action to help the next person hit them.
Cool. And then a third one shows up. I need the same 5 to make a wisdom saving throw again.
Oh boy.
I'm not using Roll20 anymore.
Yeah, no, don't do it. Wyatt, this is just fucking Caspian and Tauren all over again.
Oh.
Oh man, okay.
Roswell's
Rolled
good.
another 17.
I've got a 19.
5.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I accidentally rolled twice. 13. I did not mean to roll twice.
Wait, no, I got a 12.
Okay. So this time, no one failed by 5 or more. But if you didn't get a 14, you are frightened from this one as well. But no aging this time.
Double frightened.
Yes. So I think that's Glimmer's frightened.
Yep.
Zenus and Eror's frightened again, or frightened as well?
Yes.
So those 3. But Vanilly and Roswell are not. As this one, its form twists into this bulbous mass of terror and gross. Anyways, we are up to Zenus.
You hear like just a crack as Zenus like suddenly holds his back. He's just like, oh god, okay.
Oh no! It should have been me.
He just strums the lyre, and just gives like middle fingers straight to the first one that like caused this. I'm casting Dissonant Whispers at first level, so I need a Wisdom saving throw of 14.
That is a 10.
Woohoo! Okay. So a couple of things happen. I am going to first. It takes. Oh, that's not bad. 11 psychic damage. And it must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Remind me, is that because of the fear effect, or is that just?
It doesn't say it is a fear effect. It's just.
It's part of the spell.
Yeah. It isn't like a. Yeah, it isn't because it's afraid. I think it's just like it's trying to get away from the whisper. I don't know. You can rule it however. It doesn't say anything about a fear effect in there.
Okay, I'm just double checking because if it was a fear effect, then it would not be a thing.
Yeah, it's technically not. That's why it's worded as it has to use its reaction to do it instead of the action on its turn.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, the creature recoils and floats backwards.
Oh, well, now Lemons Drops is just standing there. Can he get an opportunity attack?
Not on
because it moved
movement.
out of Lemon. It provokes opportunity attack. My familiar can bite. I'm a chain warlock.
Not opportunity attacks are only on. It's not on forced movement. I don't.
It's not forced movement. He used his reaction to move.
I think.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, he'll only do 1 damage if he hits. So that's a 12 plus 7, 19.
Plus 7.
Plus 7. He's got a plus 7 to hit. He does 1 damage, but it's magic.
Cool.
Back to the chain warlock. We're not good, but we're fun.
And then we are to Eror, who cannot purposefully move forward at the moment.
Nope. So, I guess. Which one am I scared of again?
I think you are scared of the one in back and the one to the right. The one on the left you're not scared of. Though they are both, I think, let me look one thing really quick. You can still see all of them. So any attacks would be at disadvantage because the cause of your fear is within line of sight.
I also don't have any ranged attacks, I don't think. So there goes that.
What if you covered your eyes with your wings? Then could you move closer because you can't see it?
I guess I might move over here then. Okay. Yeah, I might go like right here. just to make room for other people's actions, and then that's all I can do, basically.
Cool. Okay. And then we are to Declan. And Declan, this ominous laughter you definitely heard. I think you probably would also notice Zenus all of a sudden having a creaky, like, oh, whatever, creaky back, all of a sudden looking 40 years older.
Well, hearing all the commotion and knowing now that this is go time, DM, I'm going to go ahead and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up to here. Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming that this is like an open door, an open window.
This is a window, no glass in it. So basically this is a horse barn with God, I don't know, the thing above this brown above it is like a catwalk.
Yeah, perfect.
So you can whatever you can see through there. Yeah, you can't actually see anything in there right now, it doesn't look like.
Well,
Not too much, but
I'm gonna go ahead and do the one thing that I can probably do in this situation, which is I'm gonna go ahead and use my one misty step of the day to get on to the top of that sill.
Yep.
And pop up right about there or so.
Okay.
And now I believe, maybe, well, let's see here. I guess kind of a weird view here from the thing. I can't actually see it like right in front of me.
Yeah, so basically what's going on is the sun is kind of setting back in this bottom corner. So the light from the sun is going in a direction to the northwest. And then it's because you don't have dark vision, the light from the door is only coming in a little bit there's like a hay bale that's kind of blocking it. So you are pretty much in darkness right now. Yeah.
Don't my friends have lights and stuff up in here?
There is a light that is cast on the door.
Vanilly's also got light up on the top of her head. She's cast it on her horns. But she's pretty much standing right where the door is, so.
Yeah, she's basically at the door right now, so. Okay. Let me do one thing then. You are emitting light, or Vanilly's doing light. I didn't catch that part. So we will make Vanilly emit light. Boop. There we go. Now Vanilly is emitting light.
Oh, perfect. Now I do see one of those creatures. I would like to go ahead in that situation and make one attack roll with my longbow.
Okay.
And I would actually like to put it just a couple of, let's see here. How many feet do I need? Can I put it 10 feet away from the creature? Out of curiosity, if I just want to stick it into the ground?
Yes.
Okay. I will go ahead and do that. Do I need to make an attack roll still?
No, if you're just aiming for the ground, that's fine.
All right, I'm aiming for the ground. And I will go ahead and use one of my arcane shots to do bursting arrow to do 2d6 force damage against it.
Cool. And where exactly are you placing that?
So it does not hit my compatriots.
So none of the guys are by your friends. They're all kind of up in this general vicinity. I don't know if you can see that on your ping.
Sorry, I miscounted steps. So I'll put it right in between those two so I can hit both of them.
Cool.
All right,
how does that, so can you read that description for me, or like that ability for me?
Actually, now that I'm reading it, I actually have to hit a creature. Sorry, first time, new class, who dis? So I will go ahead and make an attack roll against one of them. 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
And so go ahead and gonna do the damage. 7 points of non-magical damage.
Okie dokie.
And then 2d6 force damage, which is indeed magical. That's only 1d6. I don't know why I didn't roll the second d6. But so that's 3 and 5. So 8 points of magical force damage.
Well, cool. Anything?
And then I will go ahead and use my action surge to do the same exact thing.
Okay.
This is what I'm here for, to help the party. 18 to
That'll
hit.
hit.
That is 8 points of non-magical piercing damage. And then I will go ahead and do the same exact thing, if you do not mind, DM, and do the 2d6 magical force damage.
Cool.
That will be 7 magical force damage.
Beautiful. Anything else? Oh, did we lose someone?
We
Patsy.
Oh, Patsy.
Hopefully they'll be back soon.
And that will be my turn as I yell to my friends, "Oh, this looks bad." No, be it.
I mean, no one's hurt, just everyone's scared and old now.
Oh, there they are. We'll get everything back fixed shortly. It is fine. They'll just be in the wrong boxes until
Oh my.
until Dev's able to get it sorted out. But we are to Roswell.
Okay. I am going to move 10, 20,
Uh-oh, the popo.
25. I'm going to move here and then use my bonus action to hide again.
Okay, there's plenty of shadow.
Stealth. Wow, that is a natural one.
So
So-
as you attempt to hide, you feel 3 sets of eyes, maybe? Clock your movement.
I am going to ready my short bow for the first target that I can see.
Beautiful.
And that's it. I can't see anybody right now, so.
Okie dokie. And then we are to Glimmer.
Okay, so I can't move any closer,
Mhm.
but I am going to try to cast Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
We will try
That would
to
be at disadvantage because the object of your fear is in line of sight.
Yes. Oh, hold on. So the first roll was a 25. Well, let me roll it again. And disadvantage, the second one I got was a 20.
20 will hit.
And then well, it says to roll 2 d8s, and then that will, like, you can choose between the type of damage. But if you roll the same number twice, then it can jump to an additional creature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it do.
It do.
It do be jumping though.
Yay.
So, okay, hold on. Let me read this again. So it's going to take 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. And then,
And then
Oh,
the
wait.
D8s are what determine what type of damage it is. Normally you can pick between which type of damage you want, but since you rolled 2 of the same, it's going to be whatever the third damage is. But then it jumps, but you have to roll a new attack roll
Right. Okay. New
And
attack roll.
Don't forget your D6 on the first damage.
Yes. Okay, so that's another 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2d8 plus 1d6.
Wowza.
20 damage.
Wowza. And that's a double 8, by the way.
Yes, that is a
That
full
is-
damage roll.
Gee, does it jump again then?
It jumps again if there's a target within range.
What's the range?
It can keep jumping infinitely. You'd have to check the spell.
What's the range?
120 feet, but for each jump, it can go up to 30 feet.
Okay, so you're jump to the third one. What was the D6 on that first one?
The
Just roll a D6 really quick.
Yeah.
And what type of damage is 3?
3 is fire.
Fire. Okay, and then so 6 plus whatever the D6 is.
1.
1, so 7. Okay, so the fire, it hits it. It does not seem to do quite as much damage as you had hoped. What's 8 for the other one?
8 is thunder.
Thunder again doesn't do quite as much damage as you had hoped. And then roll your
the third attack
2d8
roll.
plus- or your attack roll, yes. Let's get that in.
Oh, hold on. 9 plus 6
plus-
is 15.
15 will hit.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's a lot of damage.
And then I have to roll for my magic surge.
Yeah, are you going to roll that once or do you want to roll that 3 times?
I'll leave that up
And-
to.
Is that going to be a 1 or a 6 damage?
Oh, you know what? Dang. I think it was a 1 and a 6, and then
Yeah,
the
so you
6
get to-
on the d6.
Yeah,
So you get to
but then
pick.
you can pick if you want it to be damage 1 or damage 6.
Okay. 1 is acid, 6 is poison. We're gonna go with acid.
Okay, and it again does not do quite as much as you had hoped.
He's resistant to
Cool.
all.
And then I'll roll a d20. I think I just have to beat a 1 because I haven't cast a leveled spell,
Correct.
and it's a first level spell.
Let's hope that's not a fireball. I'm standing right next to you.
I hope
That
it makes everybody.
Oh,
Is
no.
a surge, which freaking makes sense because your chaos bolt jumped twice.
Yeah, no,
No,
that I
as-
deserve
as-
that.
What a turn.
As you release this chaos bolt and this magical energy, a very familiar, weird, magical energy surges up in Glimmer. Roll a D100.
Summon a new satyr that isn't so old.
Make me younger.
Can I get a new model? 23.
I'd like to trade up.
Oh my god. Your
No.
skin turns a vibrant shade of blue.
Ooh.
A remove curse spell can end this effect, so I think it's ongoing, and I'm just going to be blue for a hot minute. I am a Smurf.
Two of us get really old, and then one of us turns blue.
You're a rock Smurf. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Zenus just shakes his cane. Where did he get a cane?
All this damage happens, and then just blue.
Oh my
Roswell's
goodness.
convinced that this is Vanilly's fault.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness. Okay.
He doesn't think that these shadow things are scary, but he is terrified of Vanilly.
Oh.
That was good, Glimmer.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wow.
This is fine. This is great. I love it. Okay. Anything else for Glimmer? The now newly blue Glimmer.
Newly blue. I think we're good because I can't move any closer.
Patsy, I hope you're ready to make all new art. You're gonna shift Glimmer's skin tone for me and add some wrinkles.
Blue Glimmer when?
So is it like only the skin though, or does also there's like the gems and the geodes? Do those turn blue as well?
Oh yeah, is that like a sapphire look now? My whole aesthetic has changed.
When this
We are
one
back.
moved to where they go,
Yep.
Roswell can see them, so that triggers
Perfect.
my ready to action.
Love it.
I am going to attack.
Cool.
That is a 15 to hit because it's not. with
15
advantage.
will hit. It has tracked you though, and no one is in with range at the moment, so you were not from hidden.
It is this one.
Did it move back to the spot it was in?
So that's just 7 points of damage.
It moved. Basically, yes.
Because Lemon Drop is still in that spot, and he's still using the help action.
Oh snap! We need to get you a
that's
lemon
what
drop.
Find Familiar does. He can
We
bite
need
for
to get
1
you a-
damage and help.
Okay,
So
so then we do get the sneak attack, so 14 damage.
Cool.
But again, with the arrow, it goes through. It's like shooting. It's like shooting a cloud. You pull some of the smoke out, but it doesn't do quite as much damage as you had hoped.
I'm helping.
You're
I meant
helping.
to ask before, if we're frightened, are we allowed to make another save to come out of being frightened, or is that just ongoing?
Yes, at the end of your turn, make a wisdom saving throw.
Should I do that as well then?
Yes, for at the end of your turn, yeah.
And then if I was frightened by 2 of them, does that equal 2 wisdom saving throws?
Oh no, Glimmer.
Glimmer is still frightened. Oh no!
Glimmer's just had a night of highs and a night of lows.
I scared
yes,
myself like a cat.
You're blue now. It's so weird.
Yeah, jumped like 30 feet into the air.
You just noticed that there's a cucumber next to you. Jump up in the air.
What?
My god, I am cursed.
Oh no!
I rolled a 7 and a 6.
Oh, that's not an unafraid. Okay, cool.
Okay. For my 2 rolls for the 2 I'm frightened for, I got a 12 and a 19.
So you only have 1 frightened on you now.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's something.
Beautiful. But the one comes out and you just hear, you are who we want. And you see just this shadowy hand reach out toward Zenus.
Oh no. My goat grandpa.
That is a 21 to hit.
Oh my god, yeah, that
Oh.
is. I don't like that smile. I'm not used to being on the receiving end of Melissa's shenanigans, so like this is just like ah.
That is
Oh no.
18
Damage?
18 points of necrotic damage, and I would like you to make another wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh god, I hope you got your bad rules out.
I'm gonna use his die, the one I bought specifically for this character. So if Melissa kills him in the first game, it is what it is. 6.
Okay, can you roll a d8 for me?
No.
Oh,
Not that one, apparently. 6.
6. Okay.
No.
You feel the life force
159.
more out. No, you feel 24 more years go away.
Shit.
how
Wait, so
long
he's
do
24
satyrs
younger?
live for?
No, he is 80
Satyrs.
or 90 something. Feels
I
90
checked.
something.
I checked.
Though
And Satyrs said they have a normal human lifespan.
Oh,
so, and
no.
as he says, as this happens, he says, "We are Anacoint. We are anticipation. Kiristuli is coming." And these 3 ghosts vanish.
Well, you're officially as old as Declan feels.
And we are out of combat.
Mr. Zenus! Vanilly's gonna run over, grab his arm, and cast a 2nd level of Cure Wounds, hoping it does something to help.
So, it does help in terms of those hit points that were lost. Zenus definitely feels about 90, though pre-game stuff I mentioned, your stats don't change. You're still combat effective as you were, but you feel and look
93 years old.
93 years old.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, Vanilly managed to heal 16 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and as you guys are doing this, you just hear this.
Roswell comes around the hay bale to see Vanilly.
Laughter.
And he's assuming
slowly
that
fading.
Vanilly...
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
And this laughter, you just hear it getting like quieter and quieter in the distance, and you just like hear Kirstuli.
When Roswell comes around the hay bale and sees Vanilly healing Zenith, he's assuming that she sucked the life force out of him. What the hell
Meanwhile,
did you do?
she's got like these huge golden tears rolling down her face as she's like gripping his arm, going, "Are you okay? Oh no,
Mr. Zenus, can I get you anything? Would you like a warm beverage? A blanket, perhaps? Are you
a Werther's original?"
I cast Vicious Mockery at Roswell. just, I'm not dead yet.
Hey, Werther's originals are delicious.
I know, but I don't crave one right now. I don't know. I think like Zenus looks at his hand and like just sees all of the wrinkles and everything else, and has like these flashbacks to his grandpa sitting under the willow tree where he grew up in, and I think for the first time in his life he's speechless. There's just no words coming to his mouth.
This is worse than I thought. We're going to fix you, Mr. Zenus. We are going to make this right.
Oh, okay.
I don't have anything to help you. I am very sorry.
Can you grab a chair or something? My back is killing.
Yes.
Vanilly runs back into the barn to look for a chair.
I stack some rocks to look like a really, really haphazard chair.
I'll take it. Zenus will hobble on over. I'm trying to look through his inventory and see if he has any I don't think I have anything that could function as a cane.
I'll hold like a Boy Scout helping a person cross the road. It is okay, Grandpa Zenus. We're almost there.
Okay. And I think he pats Glimmer just on the arm, and as he looks at his hand again, he just I think he shrinks behind the cloak of many fashions that he's wearing and just kind of sits quietly. Does the name Kirstuli mean anything to Zenus? Or
Roll me a religion check.
That is a 13.
It's not ringing a bell.
No.
Would it be like I would assume that Glimmer had only read books that were at the Mage Tower, but like would it be a book that she might have stumbled upon in her reading there?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, you guys are now out of combat. Things seem to have quieted down. It's still a little eerie here, but the laughter has faded to the distance. And it is the sun is just about to the edge of the horizon at the moment.
Mr. Eror, I know you were a little fixated on Mr. Zenus's predicament. How are you feeling?
It's fine. I'm okay. That's all that matters. I'm glad that we all made it through that.
I am as well.
Let's make camp and kind of reassess the situation here. This is most troublesome. Roswell, can you help me find something to burn?
I'm right next to a giant hay bale.
There is a ridiculous amount of dried hay and broken carts and full carts around. So yeah.
Found
yeah,
it.
As being one of the only people who has dark vision and also has light on, Vanilly's going to investigate the barn, mostly looking for like things to help Zenus specifically, but also just to look for other stuff.
Yeah, as you are looking around, you in several of these stalls, you see bleached white bones. The cart, or there are a couple carts here that look like they are like horse-drawn carts that could theoretically be maybe broken down for use that way, or there's wheels and stuff, and longer pieces of wood.
As much as Vanilly does not want to look at bones, she is proficient in medicine. I would like to take a look at these bones and see if I can identify what they used to be. I don't want to touch them. Look at them.
Give the medicine check. If nature would also work if that is higher for you.
It's not. It's going to be a 9.
A 9? You're pretty sure these are human bones?
Oh no, that's even worse. Hey guys, I think
Are you
people
okay?
died in here.
Oh no.
As if anyone else goes and looks, they're clearly too large to be human bones.
I mean, I guess I go investigate as well.
Mm-hmm. Medicine or nature.
That's a natural 2. So adding my medicine or nature, that's a +1. It's a 3.
These bones are completely undecipherable to Eror.
They're sure bones.
You said there was a bunch of like broken and whole carts in here?
Yep. There's a broken cart kind of in the front, and then a full cart kind of in the back left.
Could I find like a spoke to one of the wheels and like pull it out and make like a makeshift cane for Zenith?
For sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and get a fire going outside of the barn and just say, hey, everyone, this has been a day, I think, for all of us. We should not investigate this further until maybe the morning. I fear great evil kind of has made its home here. Perhaps getting out is our best situation for the present time.
I almost wonder if maybe we should burn this whole barn down.
Well, I was going to recommend that, but I didn't want to take, action without conferring to the group.
I have fire and a lot of anger towards the people who did this to my dear Zenus. How dare they?
Agreed.
You are still beautiful. You have gorgeous, wonderful eyes, Zenus, but I know that this hurts your heart.
Oh, before we get to any of that, Declan, you said you found gems or something? What?
Yeah, just a little ways away from here. And I will go ahead and point in the direction as I'm starting to get all this tinder going. It's right over there. If nothing else, we can investigate in the morning. I don't...
I don't know how much time I have left, so I'll frankly just do it myself. And Zenus will just get up and, like, he's still, I mean, he's feeling like just this old, like, age and, like, having settled in. It takes him, like, a full minute to get out of the chair, and then probably 10 minutes just to walk over. He stops by the side of the barn a couple of times and just is determined to get over to this area that Declan saw. He doesn't have dark vision, so if the sun's setting, he'll just kind of keep going. Just very one-track mind at the moment.
Roswell gives you the cane he found.
I get there in 9 minutes. Thank you, Roswell.
Here you go, bud.
It's very nice of you.
And as you look at the gems and start making camp for the evening, that's where we're going to stop this portion, but we have one last little bit.
We're going to start the parallel campaign. Roll
the nursing home campaign.
Somewhere in a nursing home, somebody gets 70 years younger.
So, a tall, lanky, gossamer-winged man wanders. In the distance, a flower, petals colored by memories of lifetime blooms, and then points toward him. He examines the petals. Ooh, one sec. Where is it? Here we go. And we see Glimmer on the ground. And Zenus looking at her with shock and horror in his face as the side of Glimmer's face has been shattered. We go another petal, and we're at a ball, and Zenus, who is Zenus looking at?
There's a spring eladrin. They have this kind of very bright, dewy skin, almost like the kind of morning dew you might find on a really early spring morning. It hasn't quite hardened into frost. It's just kind of just in that very cold state. Their hair is filled with cherry blossoms, and it's almost like they have the same mannerism as a very gentle springtime breeze. And he's smiling at them as they dance under the glow of fireflies. And
they smile back and sort of lean their head on your shoulder. And we go to another petal. And there are two satyrs and Zenus as he's coming of age. And they are handing Zenus. You can go ahead and.
They have. It's in the glen that he grew up in. It's the set of panpipes that his grandfather used to play for him under the willow tree. That kind of dominated their portion of the Feywild. And I think it almost in a split screen as this petal is illuminating, Zenus is sitting at the campfire playing the same panpipe. or the pan flute. Just kind of a very uncharacteristically very somber and introspective.
As the man reaches it, the flower's form changes. Memories flatten as he adds another pressed flower to the collection he has pinned to his cloak. Kirish duly smiles and whispers, "Yes, my queen, it is time to go." And that is where we're going to end it for today.
Oh, we're coming swinging for this Kira Stooley guy. He's gonna regret this.
So, and that's the end of episode 1. Thank you everyone for watching. We greatly appreciate you. Hit that follow if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are so inclined. Come back here, same time, different day, Wednesday, for the Dungeon Sphere, where you can watch myself and Wyatt not be super old, and Yuri be a robot.
Wyatt gets to be the cute girl in that one.
As Team Reaper makes our way through the Dungeon Sphere. It's a great time. You should come
Into an
watch.
active volcano to fight robots made of swords.
Yay!
Nice.
It's going to be
Fun.
great. Thank you so much for watching. We greatly appreciate you. Have a great rest of your evening, and we hope to see you back here very, very soon. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.